Hey everyone, this is Shpan, and welcome back to another Daggerfall mod showcase. This video we'll be looking at a mod called Seat of the Direnni by Cara Demono, and this mod is a lore-friendly overhaul of the Direnni Tower, and tries to bring some much-needed stature and presence to the location. Always a huge fan of location overhaul mods that bring a lot of life and personality to iconic spaces, especially when they try to be lore-friendly, and I hope we can continue to see more mods like this for Daggerfall. But before we get started, if you enjoyed Daggerfall content like this, please do consider subscribing to my channel or to my Patreon through the link in the video description below. I upload a few Daggerfall videos every week, including mod showcases like this video, my Let's Play series, and more general Daggerfall content like rants, tutorials, and guides. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. First, I want to give a quick look at what the Direnni Tower looks like in vanilla Daggerfall before checking out the changes that the Seat of the Direnni mod implements. So as we can see here, it's not too bad in the vanilla version, but nothing too exciting either. One thing any player will immediately notice is the lack of banners or flags or any symbol that signifies the presence of the Dirennis. Of course, that is in part because this is a location that has sort of fallen into obscurity and isolation, but even so, we don't see any real features that identify anything about this tower or give it any personality, really. The tower is also really small considering that the size of the dungeon interior is really massive, so I'd say the exterior here is a little underwhelming. I still feel overall that the design isn't too bad here, but I feel it could be much better. With a proper look at the vanilla version of this tower, it's time to check out the Seat of the Direnni mod. The very first thing I notice when looking at this mod is just how massive Direnni Tower is now. I think it looks absolutely incredible. And with the backdrop of the mountains, it's really a very beautiful and scenic uh, visual here. I think making it this large is also really fitting for just how gigantic the interior of this dungeon is, so I think it really fits well. Another really cool addition we see here is some banners. We finally have some symbols here. It brings a lot of character, a lot of life to the location. The vanilla version doesn't have any sort of symbol to indicate whatever group was originally here. But I also can understand both sides of the design choice here because, uh, the Direnni were Bretons from a long time ago that have sort of disappeared into obscurity. And that also explains why it's in, disrepair, this whole location here, and why there's no individuals in the exterior. And so any sort of banner or symbol could have been long gone. So I do understand both sides of that design space, but I think personally I like seeing the banner here. I like having a little personality and a little indication that there was a group a long time ago that had lived here. But as I was saying earlier, you'll see a lot of these buildings are in disrepair. They're destroyed. Um, the Direnni are long gone here, so it makes a lot of sense. Another very cool addition is we're seeing this gigantic wall surrounding this location. Um, that really is a perfect addition because it adds some sort of importance to the main tower and buildings that it surrounds. Makes sense for defensive purposes as well, of course. Another really cool addition is the mod author has added a bunch of large hills, maybe semi-mountains, that surround the tower here. I mean, it's a really beautiful topography that surrounds the location. And I want to give a quick look at the surrounding environment. We have a couple more destroyed buildings here. And of course, no one lives in the exterior areas of the tower anymore. But yeah, this is a very nice sort of addition. One of the really cool things about type of mod overhauls for locations, especially when they're trying to be lore friendly like this, is they can help, tell the story of the history of the location. And this mod author absolutely accomplishes that. We see the destroyed area, the significance of this gigantic tower here, stature, its presence is way more accurate with this sort of design here. So I love that. And even the surrounding buildings here, there was once a time where a small group was obviously settled here, and yeah, outside the tower there are destroyed buildings as well. We'll check those out real quick, but I think it's kind of more the same. Just sort of broken walls. In the courtyard, though, we do see some other small, cool details like a well. Looks like there's a fountain in the far distance there, and some wagon and other farming tools. Over here we see some of the same type of stuff, some broken down walls, fallen trees. We have a well in the center there. And let's check out this courtyard in a little closer detail. So having the gigantic path in the middle from the entrance gates here is a very nice touch as well. All that kind of stuff was really missing from the vanilla version. It was just a wide open space, and we didn't have any of these sort of details. Trees are still pretty well kept. And yeah, this path leads to the gigantic stairs here that lead up to the massive tower. And what an awesome scenic display this is here. One of the really cool things this mod author also did that I love is they kept with the exterior design. The original vanilla, sort of look of the bricks here, or the stone. The same sort of color palette and design of the roofs. The mod author kept those things the same, which I love to see. And let's check out the top of the tower here. And here's a bird's eye view of the courtyard and the walls. And on top we can see the mod author has also kept with the original design from the vanilla version, which is really cool. We have the two doors, stairs that lead to the second space here, where we can see over the wall. And it's absolutely beautiful. This is really doing justice to the Direnni Tower here. And yeah, this was just a short little mod showcase showing off some awesome work. And I love it. I really hope to see more of these type of, overhauls of locations. Breathing life and character into iconic locations is such an awesome addition. It really adds to the immersion, allows us to tell the story of these locations better. And it really has become just a beautiful, beautiful scene here. Overall, this is an incredible reimagining of the Direnni Tower. I think the mod author has done a really great job at capturing the vanilla style and design of the Direnni Tower without going too crazy with additions. It absolutely feels lore-friendly, and I think importantly, many of the additions, like the exterior courtyard ruins, really help tell the story of the Direnni Breton people and their slow decline into obscurity in Daggerfall. I hope you all enjoyed watching this mod showcase. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.